Okay, y'all, today we are doing an introduction to cryptocurrencies and blockchain itself, which cryptocurrencies are built upon blockchains. So, I believe, the US dollar is going to crash over the next 10 years, and that's going to leave a huge opening for other currencies or other types of transactions to come into play, and especially decentralized transactions that are unattached from large institutions will be increasingly popular over the next 10 years. So, and I think, cryptocurrencies will, overtake, potentially overtake, or at some point become rivals to actual currencies. And, what actual currencies are just fiat currencies that are backed by the belief and basis in a government and, faith in a government. So, fiat currencies, have, no basis either, just like cryptocurrencies, or some people argue that cryptocurrencies don't have any basis. Now, cryptocurrencies can be based in, say oil or gold or, other assets that are actual, or that are, quote unquote real. But other than that, cryptocurrencies are backed by the faith of the people that actually hold them, and the vastness of the holders, how many people hold it, etc. So that's what helps make it have value. Now blockchain will represent I believe the largest creation of wealth outside of institutional structures in history, and it's basically revolutionary, you guys. And crypto is outside the world of traditional finance. Now, traditional finance is a world of manipulation, customer ripoffs, scams, money laundering, and it helps. Banks in New York basically launder all the money from the drug trade, the illicit drug trade, and the illicit weapons trade, etc. And so when you think of traditional financial institutions as these havens of creditworthiness and faith, then I think you're misled. So institutions are now entering the crypto space, and as you see with the Bitcoin blockchain, that that part of the crypto space is now so legitimate. It's being accepted in lots of places, and we'll see other cryptocurrencies have that same sort of development as we are seeing now, like some Dogecoin and stuff like that. But it's extremely volatile. In December 2017, Bitcoin dropped from 20,000 to 7,000 a coin over a period of 2 months. And a lot of people jumped ship, and then there's a lot of financial institutions that did hit pieces on Bitcoin saying, hey, look out, we told you so. But that's over. And you look at like Dogecoin today, went from 74 cents to 41 cents, back up to now it's at like about 58 cents. So the huge volatility in these type of currencies are something that traditional investors are not used to, but then they'll never get the gains that you would get from these types of things. Now, blockchain itself is a decentralized, uncontrolled, and the banks have appreciated the wealth of the digital, or have basically, banks have and institutions have appropriated the wealth of the digital age, and have basically amassed and kept it for themselves. And and there's been an increase in social inequality. So traditional institutions are not the answer for this. And blockchain is kind of like the internet of value that's available to everyone. And all transactions are done over millions of computers simultaneously and distributed over a global ledger. And blockchains are not hackable, like the Bitcoin blockchain, Ethereum blockchain, Dogecoin blockchain, they're not hackable. And it long kind of story why, and not really important to an introductory video. But this type of now these blockchains represent prosperity for billions of people, and blockchain eliminates the centralized institutions like banks and governments from trade and transactions. Now this has a real possibility of creating vast wealth and prosperity for millions and billions of people over a period of time, whereas the financial community, they benefit off crises. So every 10-15 years you have these major pullbacks and everything, because it's beneficial to them because people have all the wealth and they just go in and buy all the assets. Like you saw the 2008 housing crisis. Basically, you saw a transfer of 5.1 million homes into the hands of, you know, the banks and, you know, financial institutions, and it was just a scam. So, you know, where things like blockchain is going to basically change things. And that's kind of it for the introduction. I'm going to be doing some other videos kind of expanding on certain ideas about Bitcoin and blockchain. I'm sorry, about cryptocurrency and blockchain, so as to kind of help the novice kind of be introduced to it. Okay, y'all, please like and subscribe to the channel. This material is not an offering, recommendation, or a solicitation of an offer to buy or to sell the securities mentioned or discussed, and is to be used for informational purposes only. Any performance results discussed herein represent past performance, not a guarantee of future performance, and are not indicative of any specific investment. I'm not a financial advisor.